are going to start. Good luck. All right, Dinkle, I got you. This was an add-in, so hopefully there's a nice little bonus in here for us. Look at that. Jaden Daniels starting us right off. We like that. We'll take that. Quinyon Mitchell going to the Eagles. Look at that. Silver die cut, Jaden. We approve. T-Law on the shock. We like that. J.K. Dobbins on the shock. Jamison Williams going to Lion Hunter. Dallas Turner on the select certified. Drake May on the future. We approve. Drake May on the turbocharged. Very nice. C.J. Stroud on the numbers. J.J. McCarthy too. Why not? And a Roquan Smith. We approve. That's a good start. We like that. Yeah. Little value pack bonus for the win. Nice seeing QBs popping up in there. That is a good way to start. All right. That means this is marinating well. No, I thank you guys for being patient. I think even myself got a little spoiled filling these breaks super fast. So, you know what? They don't always fill super fast. So, appreciate you guys being patient. Empty box. All right. Good luck, everybody. Look at that. Another Jaden. And we have, looks like a mem here. So let's just see what we got. J.J. McCarthy. Wow. This is marinating very well on the premier jerseys. Going to the Vikings. Great start so far. Debo on the disco and a kid reporter. Fantastic start. What's up, Jay Stamps? Good morning. I like these QBs coming right out to play today. Vikings, that's going to Brandon. Very nice. How you doing, Jay Stamps? All right. A fine start. Fine start here. Gino Cooper. Humphrey going to Baltimore on the silver. And a Blake Corum on the portals for the Rams. You just missed it too. We were here for we were here long enough today. Long enough. Longer than I prefer. Anthony Gould for Indy. Ben Sinnott going to Washington. Washington is rolling. Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. I'm taking Sundays off now, so next break will be Tuesday night, guys. Jonathan Stewart for Carolina on the disco. Kool-Aid for the Saints and a little Matt Stafford action for the Rams. We like that. I don't know if it goes together quite like that, but they've gone together pretty well lately, Dusty, yes. I will admit it. I can admit that. Lad McConkey, we approve. We approve, Steve. That's a beaut. We like that. All right, so far so good. Now let's go. All right. Come on. We want a downtown this morning. Let's go. That would be wonderful, Dusty. That would be wonderful. All right. JSN on the silver, going to Seattle. And McMillan for Tampa Bay. Starting us off here. Braylon Allen for the Jets on the free. And a Tyler Nubin. Herbie on the captain in charge. And Joe Alt. Chargers pack. We got Darius Robinson going to Arizona on the silver. And a Braylon Trice for the Falcons. We got a mem in here. All right, we'll pull from the back here. Mason Smith for the Jags. J.C. Latham for the Titans. The last team Magic. And Estime going to Denver on the first year. Fresh. So fresh. Denver today. Dr. Jones. All right, Dr. Jones. Getting fresh today. Theo, that's Primo's guy. Going to Dr. Jones. And a tip for Arizona. All right, Mosaic. I don't know if we can get the kind of magic we got last night, but we'll try. We will try here. Empty box. You don't like that, Stinky? Come on, man. Always a critic. Always a critic. We got Renardo Green on the silver for the 49ers. Tua on the Epic Performers. So epic. We hit 2 case hits out of 1 pack last night. It was DK Metcalf and Blake Corum. CeeDee Lamb on the National Pride for the Cowboys. Estime again for Denver. And a Jaden Reed going to Green Bay. We got Xavier Worthy on the debut for KC. Adonai Mitchell for Indy. Braylon Trice on the Mosaic for the Falcons. CeeDee Lamb on the Elevate. And a Kid Reporter. Yeah, it's nice when Panini errs in your favor. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. We got Kyron Williams on the National Pride. And a Gus Edwards going to the Chargers. Chargers just keep on rolling. Terrell Owens on the Hall of Fame for the 49ers. Michael Penix joining the club today. And Franklin on the bang going to Indy. All right, come on. Doesn't look like we're getting it in this one. Latu on the debut for Indy. Something chilling here. What is this? Burton going to the Bengals and Whitehead for Tampa Bay. No case hit in there this time. All right. We'll just have to get something out of the select, I guess. All right. Empty box. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Rhino, who did you grab in this break, Rhino? I'm looking. Green Bay. You got Green Bay, Rhino. All right, good luck, everybody. We got extra mayo Will Levis starting us off. Little Zay Flowers for Baltimore. Jordan Addison for the Vikings. We approve. Little Chuba on the disco going to Carolina. DJ Johnson for Carolina. And a Harrison going to the Jags. Starting things off here. We got Kobe Turner for the Rams. Amari Cooper. We got Deuce Vaughn on the silver for Dallas. Benton going to Pittsburgh. That is 26 out of 49 going to the Steelers. Joe Burrow. And Dorian Williams going to Buffalo. We got Torrance for Buffalo. Keon White for New England. Swift. Breece Hall on the disco for the Jets on the free. John Michael Schmitz for the Giants. And Micah. All right, Baker, Jaden Reed for Green Bay. There you go, Rhino. BJ Ojolari for Arizona. Jack Campbell going to Detroit, Lion Hunter. That is 22 out of 25. That's a nice little hit there. Congrats on that. Trey Tucker for the Raiders and a CJ Stroud. We approve for Houston. Right. Very nice, Lion Hunter. All right, Zenith. They owe us after last night. Let's see. See if they make it up to us in a nice way here. Empty box. All right, good luck, guys. We're starting off with Joe Milton. First look. That's crazy. I've never seen that first look before. That's pretty sweet. Not numbered. We got Jalen Hurts behind the numbers. That is gold. 6 out of 10. Wow. 6 out of 10 going to the Eagles. That's pretty sweet. Very nice, Eagles. Little Herbie action. 10 out of 50. We approve of that, Steve. And then for Green Bay. You gotta be kidding me. Michael Pratt. Are you kidding me? How do you do it? Jordan Travis followed up with Michael Pratt. I don't even know what to say about that. Wow. And Joe Cribbs behind that. 29 out of 99. Going to Buffalo. A little old school action there. And a bonus auto. Luke McCaffrey. 68 out of 99. 3 autos. That doesn't happen very often. Luke McCaffrey for Washington. Oh, I can't believe we followed Jordan Travis up with a Michael Pratt. At least they threw in an extra auto, though. Goodness. How's that even possible? Congratulations, Rhino. We'll take a gold Jalen Hurts, though. Goodness. I can't even believe it. I would never have guessed Michael Pratt there. Never. Never, never, never. But we like that. Gold. Gold Jalen Hurts. Herbie. Out of 50. Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what? Mike Pratt usually wanders into my stream, but I didn't notice him today. It would be wonderful if he wandered in here today. Michael Pratt. You know, it'd been a while since we'd seen old Michael Pratt, so... Oh, man. Wow. All right. That's crazy. You know, we got to cover him up. There we go. We can't look at that. We can't look at that. Unbelievable. Empty box. That makes me lose all faith. All faith in Zenith has been lost after that. All right, Mosaic. Let's go. Good luck, guys. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves here. Terrace Ferguson for the Rams. Ooh, a nice silver Cam Ward. That's nice. Last team magic right there. We approve. We got Nico on the disco montage going to Houston. And a little bit of base. I thought you'd approve of that, Frank. I figure you would approve of that. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I see some color coming. Milroe for Seattle. Pat Bryant for Denver. Mike Evans. That's going to Stinky. That is 28 out of 50 for Mr. Stinky. And Travis Hunter for the Jags. We approve of that. And some base. Brian Kosar. We got Lambert Smith for the Chargers. Drake May on the disco. We like. Lad McConkey, Men of Mastery disco. We approve of that as well. And some base. Lovely base. I'm trying to think, what's the worst auto we could get? I want to think what the worst auto we can get, so then hopefully we don't get that, and I'll feel a little better. We can only hope. Mumfield for the Rams. Will Howard for Pittsburgh. Ricky White on the disco going to the Seahawks. Jack Beck for the Raiders. And some base. Oh, Kyle McCord, yes. You know, we got that the other day too, Frank. What would be the second worst? Because I feel we're on a trajectory now. It would be just our luck. Just our luck. RJ Harvey for Denver. Greg Zerloin on the silver for the Jets on the free. James Conner disco for Arizona. And Some lovely base. Oh yeah, McDaniels. Get a McDaniels auto. That would be something. That would be something. Dylan Gabriel for Cleveland. Mellett for the Raiders. Will Howard for Pittsburgh. That one is 35 out of 50 going to Pittsburgh. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. And more base. We got Easy for Dallas. Saquon on the disco montage. Oh, here we go. Higgins. All right, that's better. Going to Houston. Not numbered. That is an improvement. That's going to Frito. I don't know if you're in here, Frito. But there you go. And base. There's still time, Dinkle. There's still time. It only takes one card. One card can change everything. Gunnar Helm for the Titans. Easy again on the silver going to the Cowboys. Ty Felton on the disco for the Vikings. Dylan Gabriel again for Cleveland. And base. There he is. Spoke him into existence. Kyle McCord. We got Mertz for Houston. That one is 17 out of 99. We got Drake May on the Moments in Time disco for New England. Abdul Carter for the Giants. And base. All the base. Get out of there. All right, there we go. All right, we got Egbuka showing up for Tampa Bay. Ayamanor for the Titans. Ooh, that's a nice one for the Bears on the disco. Loveland for the Bears. We approve. And base. The Bears today. Sin City. That's nice, Sin City. We like that. We got Mullings for the Titans. Calvin Johnson. How about that? That is 5 out of 99, Lion Hunter. That's pretty sweet. Bo Nix, Meta Mastery Disco for Denver. Tyler Warren, there he is, going to Indy. I went on a Tyler Warren hunt the other day. I don't think I got him, though. Yes, Lion Hunter. Megatron sighting. We approve. We approve. All right, last pack. I'll do a recap after this, and then I'll get to work, guys. I'll try and get this all shipped today. If the break didn't go your way, you guys know I got you back. Green Bay, though. Michael Pratt for the win. We got Tyler Booker for the Cowboys. Jalen Lane for Washington. Ramondre on the disco for New England. And Travion. He waited, but he did show up. We'll take that. All right. Let's do a little recap action here. We'll just show that right away. Yikes. Thanks, John. I can't send them anyway unless you got through on that TikTok thing, but I don't know if we can figure that out. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the football. We got Drake May on the disco, McConkey, Meta Mastery disco. We had Joe Cribbs for Buffalo out of 99 on the auto. Calvin Johnson was out of 99. Bo Nix, Meta Mastery disco. Colston Loveland, rookie disco. Mertz was out of 99 for Houston. Drake May again on the disco. Ty Felton disco. Higgins for Houston on the auto. Will Howard out of 50. Ricky White disco. Mike Evans was out of 50. Nico on the disco montage. Cam Ward silver. Luke McCaffrey auto out of 99 for Washington. Herbie out of 50. We had Jalen Hurts numbers 6 out of 10 on that one. Jack Campbell for Detroit out of 25. Breece Hall disco. We had Benton was out of 49 for Pittsburgh. Chuba disco. Estime first year fresh for Denver. Lab McConkey orange disco for the Chargers. Matt Stafford disco. Debo. JJ on the premier jerseys. Going to the Vikings. Jaden Daniels silver die cut. Rookie. Drake May future. Drake May turbocharged.